Welcome back to another show and tell video. Today we're looking at two examples of an item that is both current and vintage at the same time. What these are termed as cutting mats. And again, we got two examples here. These are rather small ones for various purposes. If we take a look at this one is made by OLFA, the rotary map. Got a big UPC code there. That way you can just take it to check out and scan it real quick. Keep out of direct sunlight and away from heat. Always store flat. That way you don't induce any curves into the surface, which may, of course, distort its shape. And this one is made in Japan, Fabrico Japon. Two-sided, the side is blank and fairly clean. And this side actually does have a little injury right there, but it does have grid lines, angles for standard, so you can measure and cut against various angles. What these are, as cutting mats, are meant to be used with round blade as you roll across the surface to cut it, or regular blades, using a straight edge or free form, however. And this will be your backing surface to cut against the material. And it's supposed to be cut resistant, although it is able to be, cut if not enough force is applied. But these typically have what's called self-healing surfaces, where the surface tries to refill itself so that it's not very noticeable to the touch, and would create rough friction against whatever material you're cutting. And you can see they tend to have a multi-layer surface where you have the harder outer surface and a softer, the self-healing, softer, kind of expanding inner layers. So again, this one is OLFA. They come in a variety of sizes, from handheld to desktop, or even larger, wall-sized, for cutting very large projects. And this one was bought in the mid-1990s, but feel free to research more on OLFA. This one is older and actually a little bit different. It's much thicker, and this was actually a dual-purpose mat. You can see around this side it says Genius Cutting Pad with numerous measuring rules. Here we have a serial number. This is inches, this is centimeters on the top, the inches there, nothing on this side. This one is made in Taiwan. We seem to have a stylized set of dots on this backing here, and it's in a rough grid pattern. It's kind of hard to see, and this one has had a lot of material spilled on it and cleaned off at various points in time. This side is actually the Genius mouse pad. You can see a little picture there with a 3-button mouse, and this is actually part of a package. The Genius mouse, an early generation mouse for PC, which would attach via, I believe, a serial port to the back of a serial card, interface card for the PC. That would go into a port itself, a card port or slot in the motherboard of the PC. But this is actually, again, dual purpose mouse pad. This one is older than this OLFA. This, I'm not even sure this company still exists as the original Genius company. There is a Genius company currently existing today. I'm not sure if it's the same or not. No guarantees. I would have to check the actual product box that this came in, and it's kind of hard to locate currently. So This one is from the early 1990s time frame. Again, we're looking at two examples of cutting mats, or in this case also a mouse pad, dual purpose as a cutting mat. So feel free to do your own research on product availabilities on this type of application tool. This one being an OLFA, and this one being from the former Genius company. So this has been a show and tell video on a vintage, modern, also as well, tool type object. Feel free to check out others on the channel. We also do unboxing videos as well as selection of book review, media reviews, and a series called Curios for the Curious, videos on more artsy type objects. Feel free to check all those out. Feel free to like and subscribe, and thanks for watching. See you next time.